Reps from a Detroit automaker are in Grand Rapids today to teach drivers here about the options they have when it comes to those green vehicles. Ford held an event to showcase its alternative fuel vehicles. The company says it did a study in the Grand Rapids area that found that most drivers lack knowledge on alternative fuels and what's available to them. The study also showed that fuel efficiency was the most important factor for people in Grand Rapids in the market for a new car. Erich Merkle is a U.S. sales analyst for Ford Motor Company. Erich, a longtime friend of the 5 o'clock show.
Yes,
Welcome back, sir. Nice to see you again.
Here, Ryan. Exciting.
Great to have you. I want to start with this. Grand Rapids residents, 48% of them surveyed, they didn't know the difference between a hybrid, a plug-in hybrid, and a full battery electric vehicle. Is that discouraging, or what? I mean, what do you make of that?
Well, that's our tour from coast to coast. Today we're here in Grand Rapids, and we're talking about the differences between a full electric vehicle, plug-in hybrid electric, and a hybrid vehicle. So there are distinct differences. That's the name of the tour is Power of Choice, and that's what we plan to bring to our consumers.
Ford's bestsellers right now, they're trucks and SUVs. We know that, but in Michigan, here in Holland, they're all in when it comes to this battery technology. Are they on the right path, or is this kind of pounding sand?
Well, we're actually at Michigan Assembly over on the east side of the state, where we're going to be we're going to be assembling over the next year the Ford Focus Electric, the C-Max, which will be a plug-in hybrid electric, and then also a hybrid version of the C-Max. Those battery packs are going to be coming out of Holland. So it really is a Michigan focus.
Is there a market out there, though, for these cars yet? I mean, what has to happen first?
There is. What we're seeing is that we have some consumers that have reservations about an all-electric vehicle, but for those folks, you can have a very fuel-efficient internal combustion engine, which is 40 miles per gallon plus for the Focus. You can also then select an electric vehicle for those folks that want it. And we are seeing more and more people that are really starting to embrace electric vehicles. Again, it gets back to that power of choice. There's a lot of debate over which is the best powertrain. Let's end the debate. Let's just give consumers the choice, and that's what we're doing at Ford.
You almost get the sense, based on that survey, about almost half people didn't really know about all the options out there. You almost get the sense that folks don't know how these types of vehicles would fit into their lives until they're shown how they would.
Right, exactly. And for some folks, you know, when you start taking a look at a Focus, an all-electric vehicle, it's 100 miles for the range of the vehicle, and infrastructure is still going to be somewhat of an issue around the country. But you know, we also then have the choice of going with a more of a traditional hybrid, or you know, for some folks that want to go with the internal combustion engine, we have EcoBoost as well, which is the twin turbo direct injection engines, powertrains that are 4-cylinder and 6-cylinder, but so they give you the efficiency of a smaller engine, but they perform more like V6s and V8s.
Yeah, let's get there's a long arc
so
involved.
There's a lot of choices out there. I guess that's the overarching statement, is the power of choice. So
we love our choice.
Exactly, and we want to make sure we're going to let the consumer make that decision. So.
All right. Erich Merkle, a U.S. sales analyst with Ford Motor Company. Eric, great seeing you again. Thanks for coming in.
Brian. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Super.